Hello guys, it's your fellow investor here, and today I'm gonna be talking about NIO. And in this video I'll go over why I think it should be quite a good time to have another look at this company if you've been thinking that it's like overpriced or that it doesn't deliver what it should be delivering. In this video I'll try to show you like the positives and negatives at this current time and position of this company, and what are the news and information we should be looking at. So without further ado and without any delay, let's go straight into it. So if we just check out quickly the graph or the stock chart here on Google, we can see that if we switch to any kind of a time range or time period, we can see it's down for the past 5 days, day, month or half a year. We can see it's down, not that much, nothing crazy, but it doesn't go up. If you look at the year to date from New Year's Eve, it went downhill because of the trend of the EVs kind of falling off. But if you look at a 1 year chart, we can see it's been up. It's almost 100%. So if you bought like a year ago, you're doing quite well. I believe I'm up like 60% or something like that. So I'm quite satisfied with these returns with this stock pick. However, I cannot say that really with all of my picks. Nonetheless, I've averaged up quite nicely. I'm thinking of, buying a little bit more shares, and let me tell you in this video why is that I want to buy more. So first things first, hedge funds are selling Tesla and buying these 5 EV stocks instead. Here they have some analytic insights, so let's go over it. On August 12th, Investment Advisory Bank of America maintained a buy rating on NIO with a price target of $62. Current price is $35, right? So that's what, like 70 to 80% potential, so that's crazy. And it's related to raising the 2022 volume sales forecast for the firm and appreciating the solid third quarter guidance numbers. At the end of the second quarter of 2021, 34 hedge funds in the database of Insider Monkey held stakes worth $2 billion in NIO, up from 28 in the preceding quarter worth $1.3 billion. So we can see that even though there was only 6 hedge funds, they have added about $700 million. So it rounded up nicely around 2 billion. And that's a lot of money into one company. And a lot of other companies or the EV companies are looking forward to 2022 because there's going to be a big volumes for the individual companies. They are going to start roll out new models, they're going to deliver new models, they're going to increase their revenue or enhance their earnings. So 2022 to 2023 is going to be very exciting year or years for EV companies. Then another news presented by Barron's, NIO released or announced a new EV battery. The new battery officially rolled out on Thursday, and it uses ternary lithium and lithium iron phosphate or LFP rather than cobalt or nickel, making it less expensive than those cells. The trade-off is that it also has a little less range per charge. It's about choice. Not every EV buyer needs 400 miles of per charge range. If an EV buyer wants more range, they can pay for a different battery. So this is very good for the potential buyers and even for the company itself, because if you live in a city and you just like travel around a city or go on work trips around, I don't know, like 200, 300 miles, you don't really need 400 miles at all. Investors are pleased with the latest news because the new cheaper batteries will help NIO and other EV makers push their battery-powered vehicles into more segments of the automotive industry. Another advantage of iron rather than cobalt is that a lot of cobalt is mined in the Democratic Republic of Congo, which has questionable mining and labor practices. Nickel is another element that is used in EV lithium-ion rechargeable batteries, but nickel is more expensive than iron. Cheaper batteries have helped enable the EV boom. Higher production volume and new battery designs have helped push down prices, but different battery chemistries are also a reason costs are falling. The new batteries coming from NIO are another sign the EV industry is maturing. So that's overall just very positive news for the company, and still it didn't really move the stock price up because of the current sentiment and that the EVs aren't in much of a trend, but overall it's very good for like the later momentum. Another reason why hedge funds or institutions might be buying into NIO is that they're increasing their income statement numbers. They're just doing very well in the total revenue side, and most importantly in their gross profit. As we can see here in the annual section, year by year they are increasing it nicely, almost 100%, and that's a very good if you're looking for growth in a company. Even if we switch to the quarterly results, we can see that they are increasing it or just like maintaining it. So that's a good sign that they are not like going downwards. And if we scroll down into their financials here in this graph, we can see it better like from the graphic side of things. that their revenue is slowly but surely increasing and their earnings are also looking way better, even in the quarterly section, except the first quarter of 2021 that was kind of shameful, but other than that they're quite on track and they have very good discipline and they maintain their targets. Not only that, but if we check out on Fintel.io, we can see that they have about 876 total institutional owners, which are 818 long only and only 15 shorter, so we can see just a very big positive buy power from this side. And if we check out this graph, we can see that they haven't been really selling off. They've been rebalancing it, even though the stock price is moving downwards for past, I don't know, half a year. They aren't selling because they've bought on the way up or even before, and they know that there are better days ahead, so they don't want to sell with like a small profit or even in the red numbers. And if you own a membership or subscription in Fintel.io, you can see here the accurate numbers, which I unfortunately cannot because I don't own it. I might have to buy it because it's very informative and handy tool to use. But we can see that people are just like rebalancing or buying even more shares, or people, I should rather say investment groups or index funds, or the big companies or institutions are just buying NIO because they can sense the turnaround in this trend. I don't see any business or money.cnn. We can see a more like accurate forecast that it can go down as much as 50%, which could definitely happen if like China bans trading Chinese stocks. This could definitely happen, but other than that I don't see a reason why it should happen. And we can see that the median is right $60 and high is 90. I could see it going easily like to $50, 60. It might be too optimistic, but it's definitely possible. And here in the latest recommendation section that they say it's a buy, and that they have 16 analysts recommending this stock. Now we get to the popular section. Let's see how many people are like following NIO or just cheering for it. We can see that's almost 320,000 followers on or watchers on StockTwits, which is quite a lot. It is quite a lot, and I don't remember there being that many of followers or watchers. So for comparison, AMC has 345,000, so it's almost similar as AMC, and AMC had or has still such a big hype, and NIO is very quiet right now on the YouTube or just among the investors, because it's been going down for quite some time, but people are just, I believe, invested in it and are just waiting for big moves to happen. And last but not least, there's very immature technical analysis from my point of view. As we can see here, we have some resistance levels which are going like downwards, as well as like long-term support levels and like mid-term or short-term support levels as well. Overall, it just goes into this kind of a triangle, which indicates that there's going to be a change of direction. What I see is that the volumes are going down and down, and the stock price is going down as well. Therefore, it indicates there should be positive movement in the future. In the past it happened, and it happens, it continues, it repeats itself as the history does. When you have lower volumes, lower and lower, and the stock price goes down as well, at the end it just flips, and then there is going to be an increase in volume and a positive change of the stock price development. So as I've here shown with the purple line, we could potentially see in like week, 2 or month a change of direction, or even sooner. This is still a little bit of if and what scenario. I hope I brought you some value with this video. If I did, then you know what to do. Subscribe to the channel and smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. If I missed on something, or you want to let me know in the comment section about anything, you can do so. Just type the comment and I'll try to respond to it as soon as possible. With that being said, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in another video.